Hello, beautiful entities. I hope all is well with any and everyone who is witnessing this video. Now, today I wanted to come on and discuss poverty among single mothers within the United States. Now, unfortunately, many Americans are under the illusion that poverty exists only outside of the United States borders, for instance, in third world countries. However, this is so far removed from the truth, especially with the continual existence of the gender wage pay gap and women's reproductive autonomy being controlled by the government. Okay, poverty remains a persistent and deeply entrenched challenge for millions within the United States, shaping the lives and the opportunities of individuals and families across generations. Among the most vulnerable populations are single mothers who face unique economic hardships, social obstacles, and systemic barriers that perpetuate cycles of disadvantage. Unfortunately, single motherhood is a common family structure within the United States, with millions of women raising children without a partner. I myself am a product of a single parent household, more specifically, a single mom. For most of my childhood, I was raised by a single mother who was responsible for everything, including my sister as well. And I saw the struggle, although she provided what we needed and some of what we wanted as well. I saw the struggle. I saw it, and it was a lot. And it's not fair because it takes two entities to create a person. So both entities should be responsible for raising and or providing for that entity that they created. It's only fair, but with the social construction of gender and marriage and things of that nature, things have always been inequitable. Men and women, the value of the two, are seen quite differently. And it has contributed to impoverished women raising children all across the globe. And it's not fair. Okay, now according to data from the U.S. Census Bureau and various research organizations, single mothers are significantly more likely to experience poverty than married couple families or even single fathers. In recent years, nearly 30% of families headed by single mothers lived below the federal poverty line, compared to about 8% of families headed by married couples. The sheer size of this affected population is staggering. There are over 10 million single mother families in the United States. And these households are diverse in terms of race, ethnicity, age, and geographic location. However, the risk and depth of poverty are not evenly distributed, just like the resources which contribute to this unfortunate and deplorable circumstance. African American, Hispanic, and indigenous single mothers are disproportionately affected due to historical and current inequalities. Okay, and just to provide more context to what the face of poverty can resemble within the United States, a household that has a refrigerator, televisions, and air conditioning can be considered impoverished if its income falls below a certain threshold. And internationally, the statistics are even more alarming. More than 10% of women globally are trapped in a cycle of extreme poverty, living on less than, the United States dollar equivalent of $2.15 a day. It's heartbreaking. So one of the causes of poverty among single mothers is wage inequality and occupational segregation. Single mothers are overrepresented in low wage, part-time, and service sector jobs, positions that often lack benefits like health insurance, paid leave, and retirement plans. The gender pay gap compounds these challenges, meaning that women earn less than men for comparable work. Occupational segregation, where women are funneled into certain types of jobs, also limits opportunities for advancement and higher wages. There are numerous factors, contributing to the feminization of poverty, domestically and internationally. Deeply embedded stereotypes, as I mentioned before, societal norms, discrimination, patriarchal norms, sexism, gendered ideologies, the gender binary system, and gender inequality. They induce gender bias within government policy, social institutions, and the very infrastructure that forms societies globally. And an additional reason for poverty amongst single mothers is childcare costs and accessibility. We've recently seen the lady that worked for the fast food franchise that was terminated because of constantly, coming late for shifts, which vary. The time of day and night varies. And she was having a difficult time finding babysitters. And the quality of childcare is expensive and often out of reach for single mothers whose budgets are already stretched thin. Many face the impossible choice between working to support their families or staying home due to the high cost or unavailability of childcare, resulting in lost income and stunted career growth. It's a real thing. It's single mothers are faced with these choices. Education and training barriers, that's another cause. Lower educational attainment is both a cause and effect of poverty among single mothers. Many are unable to complete higher education due to financial constraints or the demands of parenting, which in turn limits their earning potential and job options. Housing instability. Affordable housing is increasingly out of reach for low-income families. Rent burdens, paying more than 30% of income on housing, are common, leading to frequent moves, overcrowded living conditions, or even homelessness. There are so many, more causes for this deplorable condition. But I would like to take the time to offer some solutions. We need policymakers to step in with the help of impoverished women. Their voices need to be heard. There needs to be investment in high quality, affordable childcare that enables single mothers to pursue employment or education, increasing their earning potential and family stability. The minimum wage needs to be raised even more. In some places it's still quite low. In the states where it has been raised, it's still not enough. So increasing the federal and state minimum wages would provide immediate relief for the many single mothers working in low wage jobs. Like I said, some states and cities have already taken this step, and positive results have transpired in reducing poverty rates. And there needs to be access to education and job training. Providing scholarships, grants, and wraparound services can help single mothers complete post-secondary education or skills training, opening doors to better paying jobs. I just would like to say, single mothers, I know that it is difficult. I know I've witnessed my own mom struggle. I've seen others around me struggle. And I just want to encourage you to please don't give up. Invest in yourself. I know it's hard, but invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. There are resources that that are attainable, accessible. You just may have to research, but I just don't want you to give up. I just don't want you to think that this has to be your existence for the rest of your existence. You just have to invest in yourself, believe in yourself, look at your children and know that they need you. They need to see the best version of you, and you deserve to see and have the best version of you. So please stay strong. Where there's a will, there's a way. It may take, extra hours, less sleep, but don't give up on yourself. Pursue your dreams, please. If you have an interest in something, pursue that. Financial aid exists. It can assist you with attaining training or education in whatever field you have interest in. I just don't want you to give up on yourself and think that this is it, because it is not. Trust me, I'm pulling for you. I am empathetic to your plight and situation, but please know that it can and will get better. Just do not give up on yourself, and do not give up on your children, because they need you and you need you. The world needs you. You're valuable, you're valued, and please don't ever give up. So I hope this was motivational, enlightening, and I'm pulling for us all, beautiful entities. I thank you in advance for listening, and may love, the Creator, and peace be with you all. Thank you.